The crowd getting hyped up.
Yeah, they're getting hyped up a lot. And yeah, all of us are excited to see the first match for today. Of course, DFYG versus Aurora Gaming PH.
Yes.
The first game of the day. Let's get started.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, draft is complete. It is time to get into the action. This is the battle for third place, best of 3 at Games of the Future Abu Dhabi 2025. DFYG versus Aurora Gaming Philippines. Let's send it to the casters and let the battle begin.
Thank you so much to the panel. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the battle for thirds here. It's DFYG versus Aurora Gaming Philippines. It's me, Nice, joined here with Wolf, bringing you guys the action to close out our very last day for MLBB here at Games of the Future Abu Dhabi 2025. Wolf, it's a battle for thirds, man. And, you know, I think some people might be surprised with the results of yesterday, but nonetheless, Aurora, They found themselves here in this third place match against DFYG. I think both you can say about these teams' performances, though, have been rather impressive. You know, there's been mistakes here and there, but in this case, the battle for thirds, what are they fighting for? The pride of being the third place or fourth place finisher, but then also the prize pool, right? That's something that we have to consider too, as this is a massive prize pool here for Games of the Future.
It's twice as much as a lot of pride and glory for the Aurora game. I myself was surprised about the results of yesterday's matches. I thought it will be 3 games at least. I mean, between those two teams, you can argue that they can win over each other, as there could be another kill here onto Zed. Zed is there, alive and kicking because of that revitalize available for them. But yeah, I'm actually surprised that it went the way that it did between Aurora Gaming as well as Sonic. I thought it will be 3 games, about games will be close, but it wasn't. It was very quick. The series went very quick.
Onyx was on something else yesterday, man, you know? And they just looked clean. I mean, there's always those moments. I feel like we've seen glimpses of that all the way back from the group stages, you know, as we days ago started this tournament. And it was just one of those cases where, you know, teams basically improved over time. You had some surprises yourself, you know, when watching some of these teams perform. Again, one of the highlights, I think, throughout this tournament has been teams such as even like Verso Time, for example. A lot of newer faces coming to the forefront here of MLBB esports. And, you know, now when you're down to basically these last few teams to go ahead and, first blood.
And the flicker. Well, I think that's going to be enough for Aurora to get this. They don't want to get a piece of the buy out there. Not get anyone. Super Ken just gets into the battlefield, keeps his toes into that area, but have to get out because he's quite low. And then Zed pops the revitalize for the second time. And of course, Aurora Gaming with that win, with the first blood as well as the turtle, they will have so much of a lead in the early stages of the game.
Oh, look at this focus here.
Oh, another. Okay. That's a lot of focus, my man. We said there's focus in that bottom lane. That's like 4 people for Aurora Gaming just taking out Long. And Long didn't even bother popping the flicker. He knows that against 4 members of Aurora Gaming, he knew he's going to die there.
I mean, even if he would have flickered, it's, you know, there's not much you can do about that. And again, the Kalea here in the hands of Light right now is one of the reasons why teams have found so much success in the early game when they pick this Kalea up and that level 4 is available. Little aggression here coming out from Super Ken too, taking that orange buff, but he's going to be able to go ahead and rotate now to his. Demon Kite already got that information, so Aurora might actually go and try to support Demon Kite in taking this.
Well, now, presence of Long and the props Aurora to commit more of their heroes in here. They're not giving up. They're not letting up. They really want to take this and gives a slam onto Long. Long is going to be taken out without a fight at all. They will take out 1, but they will lose more. Super Ken now in trouble. A double kill for Dom and Kite. And Long wasn't able to pop anything out of that. Not even a second skill, not even an ultimate, not even the flicker. Had it been that he used any of those spells any of those abilities. Aurora Gaming might have lost more of their heroes, but it wasn't the case. DFYG just straight up lost that.
That is such an aggressive Lunox right now, man. Yue earlier got the first blood, and he hasn't let up at all.
Okay, they want to go for light this time. They do have the damage with the feathered airstrike. Knocking up Super Ken this time, the AOG to protect the great. Oh, that's a Granger. Look at that. Domination on point. And gets a double as well. Man, Aurora Gaming are so frustrated of what happened last night. They're letting it all out on DFYG.
I feel like they just came in with a vengeance in this game one, man. I mean, even the way Dominkite's rotating up here, you see this. This Death Sonata that you're going to see him secure here, if it's still in the replay, is just on point. E1 was able to provide tons of damage, you know, with this feathered airstrike from the Farsa, but unfortunately, you know, once that's gone, you're kind of just left there in the winds. And so far, with the way that Aurora Gaming Philippines has been rotating around the map, it's, you know, they're taking what they want. Again, before all that broke out, I was saying Yue is probably the most aggressive Lunox that we've seen played here so far in the tournament, just because of the way it started for him after getting that first blood. And they continue to play into this advantage.
Yep, and that is kill. No, oh, it wasn't. Zed is able to pop the ultimate. Demonkite wants to finish the job. Into the middle, though, Bell wants to take down Dominkite, but the flicker to the left side. Oh, the footsies coming up from Dominkite, outplaying Bell. And that's skill number 8. Now, Demonkite wants to go for more, misses the Appraiser's Wrath. In comes Zed. To attract the attention of Aurora Gaming, E1 will survive because of that. But how about that Dominkite flicker, man?
That's what I like to call the athletic flicker, man. You know, it's you're breaking ankles, flickering into the bush, and it was good usage of it. Obviously, Dominkite now stacked up at 5-0 and 2, UA as well. So part of the main issue for DFYG and making themselves get back into this game is not letting this continue to stack up, not letting that snowball continue to get further here for Aurora Gaming PH, especially on those members. But with this lead, it's so difficult because you're just gone in an instant like Super Ken.
Yeah, that's a Lancelot what they took out so easily. Zed
there's a pull.
Tried to save his teammate. Did pull out Demonkite. They do have the feathered airstrike, but they are losing more members and they are gaining kills. It's a 3-for-1 trade-off. Demonkite definitely a good target, but in exchange for an explainer, their own jungler, man, this is difficult. They might even lose this turret unless Long takes advantage. Nah, it's not even trying. Aurora Gaming are just getting kills, turret, objectives, left, right, and center.
Yeah, unfortunately, as a Ruby gold lane or just Ruby in general, you wouldn't really be able to do much against that. We'll see. The turtle's going to be started up here. Aurora's already had 2 of them. They'll probably just take their time as they rotate here to force DFYG off of it. Once again, down almost 5,000 gold. This is going to be a really difficult fight if they chose to fight it. I almost would like to see DFYG not take the fight, and it seems like they'll do just that as Super Ken goes elsewhere. Again, you don't want to let this this wound keep bleeding. You know, you kind of got to stop it the best way you can, and with this kind of lineup, too, it's going to struggle because of the fact that you also just don't have that traditional marksman. You're going to need some more time to go ahead and build up. Aurora will continue to fight and force fights under turrets, as we've seen them. Look at Long, though. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make a creative play here. I think he was spotted out.
Wow, he would just take it out just like that. And yeah, Long just get find an opening. AOG defensively used, but it was cancelled again. A double for Dominkite. 8 minutes, 10 kills for this Granger Dominkite.
This reminds me of the old saying for Dominkite, domination, man. You know, when he first debuted or when he had one of his first seasons in the professional scene, this is probably one of the fastest KDAs built up by a gold laner so far throughout this entire tournament. And, you know, that's why I'm saying it's really difficult, because even if you say, like, all right, the game plan is you look at your items and how much of a disparity there is here. For DFYG, even if you say, okay, let's just hold on and wait, Light is not giving them that chance. And that's what a Kalea is going to do, right? The Kalea is over there. You only have that one Purify on Yi1 right now. So if Light wants to go and grab anybody at this point with this kind of power spike that this lineup has for Aurora Gaming Philippines and the way they've been moving around the map, they'll pretty much be able to kill anyone. Oh, there it is.
Okay, there it is. That's Tsunami's time to start it all. That's Long again. Not able to utilize this Rubin. They also took out Zed. DFYG are not achieving anything when it comes to these clashes because of how decisive and how fast Aurora Gaming are moving. Right now, Super Ken in trouble. Dominate in the middle of it all. That's the shutdown. Massive kill coming out from
Yue?
DFYG. And Super Ken gets it. Yue has to get out. U1 is able to defend. And that's almost, what, 1,500 gold that Aurora Gaming lost in the just one clash?
I mean, Aurora, with the lead they had, just kind of throwing themselves at DFYG. That might have been a huge mistake, though, after giving that amount of gold over and being down at Dominkite. They might actually try to contest this Lord.
Oh, Super Ken now in trouble. Or is he? Gets out, U1 gets the Lord! But now Looney's gonna be taken out. AOG to save! Vel now will return the favor. Demon Kite in trouble, but in comes Doming, outputting the damage. Lapu-Lapu out. Zed received so much from the Death Sonata. Super Ken's recall will not continue though, but they did take the Lord. Oh, what a taunt and a stun.
I think they
A
can just run it down.
triple. They might just run it down. You're right. Aurora Gaming.
Long will be up.
They will be pushing now. Long will be up for now. Does have the ultimate, but no flicker. Minions will spawn now. That's the big minions. Unfortunately for DFYG, they have taken that Lord away from Aurora Gaming. They will survive for now.
All right, they're going to survive. Demon Kite, yeah, is he going to get away?
Their Feather is like quite off the mark. Yep, Demon Kite gets out of there. Just enough dashes. Edward wants to kind of fight this, but gets abruptly stopped by Mr. Bell.
Wolf, like, I get that Aurora's ahead and they're, making things happen here. But I don't know, man. If they continue to play the way they've been playing and they, accidentally give way too much gold to DFYG could actually turn this around. There could be an instance here where they somehow get enough gold on the right targets, and then they get tanky enough too to basically survive that damage being thrown at them. I mean, you already saw Zed and Vel. They're getting tankier. They're getting the items that they need, and who knows? I think even with the 6.5k gold lead that Aurora Gaming Philippines has, once again, if they don't kind of tighten up here a little bit, they might end up making a mistake that turns this game around.
Yeah. Big shout out to our friends out there watching. I think Trex is watching right now, one of our friends from the NA region. How you doing, Mr. Wagner?
Hello, Trex.
But miss you dearly. 50 seconds before the next Lord right now. I think Aurora Gaming should not make any more mistakes like that. I think that the lead that they have built means that if they do play this systematically and not risk anything, it's going to be easy for them to siege and take down the base of DFYG. But also, this kind of lead means that if they throw it away over DFYG, it's going to be a massive rubber band that Super Ken will be happy to get.
These stacks,
Then we'll
though.
try to defend. Yeah.
The stacks on Dominkite, man. I mean, it's back. He's got stacks for days. Even the Granger stacks he's got. Lord's coming up, so I think I think that last team fight, the way it went when Doming died too, they were just like, you know what, let's just make sure we grab this objective, make sure we secure what we need to. And here, again, pretty big difference, at least between 4th and 3rd place in terms of the prize pool. And of course, the pride and glory that comes with that. Once again, Lord just taken out so quickly.
Oh, what a mistake from Super Ken, popping the front rows. They want to fight this one. DFYG, they're not in a big advantage now. In fact, they will be taken out. Vale down for the count. That is the XP laner. Now Super Ken getting taunted as well, pulled in. Zed is going to go down. Ooh. And that's a triple as long also falls. Demon Kite to take out Super Ken. DFYG did not have the right to fight in that clash, but they did, and because of that, they're getting punished. Might even be the game, as Aurora Gaming are now knocking into the base. A killing spree for Demon Kite to end it all. They will try to get the flight clouds. That's not okay.
Oh man.
Okay, this is a different kind of taunt, man. All right.